brilliant night at the hostel in Kilby Stevens. Excellent night. Great facility, extremely clean, hot water showers. The worst part is now setting off. Last time I did a bit of a spiel in here, I had to do it inside because of the rain on my coast to coast. But today, it's sunny, beautiful, maybe too warm. Anyhow, got to make tracks. Just making tracks now to get back onto the track, onto the trail. Lots of memories here coming through on the coast to coast. What a great day today to do that. And over to Keld. From Kilby Stevens, it's just a matter of a field walks. Nothing greatly special, if I'm honest, but it's just that field walk, and you end up in Nateby. So from Nateby, you go from the left, and you go to the right of the river. Whew. It's a warm morning, and Nateby does look rather nice, and it's the start of the Westmoreland Dales, the Yorkshire Dales. The sky is gorgeous but warm, and it's only 7:30. The river is low as a low thing. In fact, it's lower than a limbo dancer's bar. Crazy, but that's what it is, and it's only the start of May. Right, onto a castle. Came to view the castle, and due to the condition and what people have done, like crawling over the ruins, it's closed until further notice. The sign says until early summer 2024, but we're 2025 now. Still closed, still not ready. So, is it worth coming off the path, coming up across a little bridge? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's not often you see a little castle. Right, let's get going. So we now go up the Pennine Bridleway. Ooh. And let's see where that takes us. Just be careful crossing the little road. Right, here we go. That's why. Hate them, hate them, hate them. If I'm honest, that was a bit of a head down, arse up, go. Kind of what is normally taken as a day, I've done it in about 3 hours, 4 hours. Was it a wise move? In honesty, probably not. But now I head under I head through a valley with my name on it, and a hill to my name, Holmes. So that'll be interesting, but I need to sit down and have a drink and get something to eat. That was a bit of a... Do I recommend it? Maybe, maybe not. Some absolutely stunning cubs up here. Oh. And a little white calf. Come nosing. Hello, little white calf. Hello, horse. You okay? Two litres of water there, straight out of the stream. 3 club biscuits and 2 chunks of bread and 3 sweets. It is, if I can say in all honesty, rather barren up here. But there's a track, and I'm lucky with the weather. If it was howling down, it might be a different ball game, but it would be a different ball game and not much fun. But long may this track remain, and maybe camping in Sigburg later, or not. wind's just started. So, to my right, over the cotton grass, is Holmes Moss. What can we say about that? Mad Mike Holmes. The track across the moors, well, it's there. Easy walkable, as long as you find it. That's the main thing. Find the path, you're okay. There's a couple of paths I've noticed, a walking one and a fobby forward further in the valley bottom, which is where I'm going to now on this track. Halfway across the moors. It's going well, better than I thought. And are there places to wild camp? Yes, there is. So that wouldn't be an issue if you had to. Oh, glorious, 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 glorious. Bit windy, but glorious. Off the moors, farm tracks now, to the river, across the river and down to Segberg, call it what you like. 3 o'clock. I've been drinking litres, and going for it. I suggest it's done in two halves. Not what I'm doing. But 2 days ago I thought about this, and so I'm doing it. Now there's 2 campsites, one before Severa and one in the centre. There's also a Tempest pub before. I might call in. That's below the spout and the calf. Bit of a memory there, and I'll explain when we get there. Oh, when I get there. Whew. The Howgill Fells. Not many people walk them. I've no idea why they don't. Everybody always seems to go past and heads out towards the lakes. Take it from me, there's some absolute awesome walks on the Howgills. Some serious history as well, of which I will come to later. Behind me, up there, is Courtney Spout and the Howgills, and I'm sat in the beer garden. It's not a beer garden, they don't sell beer here at the Cross Keys. Tempest, so soft drinks, cakes, etc. It's an unlicensed place. It's just over the bridge from the path. But I'm just going to head off down the road now and get to the campsite. But I did say I was going to tell you about up there and the Howgills. Back in the day, when we had mad cow's disease and things like that, the SAS trained up here. Because there's nowhere else to go. Then they discovered that this was too hard. But that's not to matter. So now, every year, you have companies having paying guests to walk these hills. They put up a bit of safety, etc., which is good. And they actually do the routes that the SAS guys were doing back in the time when mad cow's disease was around. know the routes, drop me a line. Oh, nearly dropped the camera. That peanut bugger. Right, 2 cokes, ginger beer, oat cake, and then I'm heading to the campsite.